Alrighty, welcome back. We've got a vintage cube draft. It's the fully powered cube, and I have to decide if I want a dismember, safe, colorless, pretty strong, a sneak attack, a little narrower, very high upside, or a pyrogoyf. Kind of in the middle of those two. It's a little more committal because it's a red card as opposed to a colorless card. Doesn't have as high of upside as sneak, but is always going to be good. There's also path, but I don't think it makes sense to take path over dismember. There's a fast one and an excavator here and a cradle. I think I'm just going to take dismember. I don't know. I don't really want to commit. Pick one and then pick two. Ooh. Bombardiers is a pretty messed up card. It would have been nice to take Pyrogoyf. If I knew I was getting Bombardiers, maybe I'd take Pyrogoyf. But either way, I'm pretty happy taking Bombardiers. Passing Retrofitter, Chaos Defiler, Jace, Steam Vent, Snapcaster, Cult Epiphany, Elite Spellbinder. So maybe I get back Evora, which is also really nice with Bombardiers. Enduring Curiosity, Infernal Grasp, or Echo Viance. Also, it's possible a Colt doesn't get taken and Echo gets taken, but I'm going to take Bomba. And I do like Force Negation, Death Greeter, Oliphant. There's also Plateau. I kind of also want to take Death Greeter. This card is just... my estimation of this card has gone up. It is a really, really punishing card. It just deals so much damage sometimes. You cast it. Sometimes you dash it and you just deal an extra 12 damage, or you just cast it and make your 3/3 attack for 8. Passing on Oliphant and Stormseeker, Lumberjack. Ooh, Lumberjack could come back. I could definitely be red-green. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yeah, it'd be easy for Lumberjack to come back. So I think I might bias a little bit towards that, People talk about I don't draft green. Let's start the week off right with some red-green beats. Well, we'll see. We'll see what these next couple packs are. But RD is passing to me, but he can draft whatever. So it doesn't draft white weenie that often, but he drafts a lot of black mid-range. But I'm sure if he opened a good card of whatever color or archetype, he just goes that direction instead. So let's see what we end up with, because I wouldn't mind going basically any combo of colors here. Okay. So now there's the Riddler. There's a Palace Jailer, Riddler, Bombardiers. Throw it for 7. There's Ponder, Troll of Khazad-dûm, Endurance. There's Taiga. I could be a hero and take Taiga here. Or I could just take Riddler or Palace Jailer. I don't really want to take Palace Jailer. A double white 4-drop. The Riddler is a little easier to cast, but you know what? I'm going to be a hero. I'm going to take Taiga. Let's just see how this goes. And then here, Surok is actually pretty good in this archetype. It's also Yavimaya, which is nice with the Lumberjack. If Lumberjack doesn't wheel, I'm going to be so mad. But I wanted to feel something. Had I taken Riddler, I might take Spellbomb. Yeah, this is all fine. Is Yavimaya better than Surok? No, I'll take Surok, I think. And then here, Mystic Confluence, Copperline Gorge. This is not even a good Mystic Confluence start. All right, I'm going to take Copperline Gorge. We're committing to the bit, Surok with Death Greeter, that's a lot of damage. You cast this on 3, you cast this on 4. You're attacking for 14 damage. I do have some 3s. I could use... Avacyn's Pilgrim could have been a decent pickup, but I think just taking Red Greenland is nice. We'll see. There's Burst Lightning. Oh, Sentinel. All right, 3-drop town. Yeah, all right. Sentinel over Shelldock. So definitely it wouldn't... Oh, Stomping Ground here? I'll take that over Commercial District any day. All right. I've got to be the only red-green drafter. This is actually a good setup. I like having all the red-green lands. Picking up Stomping Ground somewhat makes me wish I took Pilgrim over Copperline Gorge, but maybe that would have just been better. So my blue, I could have gone Riddler over Taiga, and then it was Ether Spellbomb over Surok, but then Mystic Confluence over Sentinel. And here, I guess I would take, I don't know, maybe Hallowed Fountain. Oh, I'll take Plunder. Spirit Guide can be good, but Plunder is a really great 2-drop. So, Fastbond got taken. All right, funnily enough. Plunder also with Bombardiers. You get the treasure to throw for 2 damage. And, all right, if Orcish Lumberjack doesn't wheel, I'm going to be on such T. This is such a Lumberjack setup. Evora was the one I thought would wheel out of that pack. Pass, and a Cult Epiphany and Echo came back, but great spot for Evora. 2 mana, 1/1 trample makes a blood on ETB. When it hits them, it makes a blood, and when you discard a card, +1/+1 counter. If you discard 2 cards, it gets 2+1/+1 counters. It's not when you discard 1 or more, which many cards are templated like. Come on, RD. Hook me up. Hook me up. I took that Taiga. I took it for you. Whew. All right, let's go. Look at this. 3 Taigas, 7 creatures, and a Dismember. Perfect. Oh, what a late ponder. What a gift I'm giving to Sven over here. It's okay, I'll take Endurance. Endurance is nice because it's good against some of the unfair decks. Oh, Yavimaya came back. I will take Yavimaya with Lumberjack. I actually think that's pretty good. Oh, Avacyn's Pilgrim came back? Okay, we are doing it. Look, I'm not saying this is the best archetype, but it is open. It is wide open. I have both Taigas. Oh, Knight of Autumn, I could even splash. This deck could splash white if I pick up Pilgrim and some green-white fixing and whatnot. What do we got here? Disaster, passing a bunch of good black cards. I'll just take Malevolent Rumble. I think Rumble's still pretty good here. Utopia Sprawl probably comes back. I could take Mana Leak. That would be a splashable card, but I'd have to pick up fixing. I'm just going to take Rumble. I think Rumble's great. Not like thrilled about it, but I think that's better for the direction I'm going. Plus, multiple of these good cards is fine. Oh, I'll take Gut here. Oh, wait, there's Undermountain also. Actually, this looks more like an Undermountain deck. Gut would also be fantastic, don't get me wrong. I'll wheel one of these green cards, for sure. I mean, there's a bunch of green cards in the pack. But I think like Lumberjack into Undermountain is still better. Rumble into Undermountain, yeah, I'll go with the Undermountain Adventure. Gut is great, but I've got a bunch of powerful 3s. Taking powerful 4 is nice, and Gut does work nicely with like Sentinel, Plunder, Evora for sure. But Underground Adventure also is just fantastic. I don't know. They're both very good. Broadside Bombardiers and Gut use some of the same resources. Maybe it's good to diversify my bonds, as it were. It is nice with Evora and Plunder, but I think ramping into Underground Adventure takes a little less setup than Gut. But I don't know. In either case, they're both quite good. Here, yeah, I'll take Noble or Mawlock. I kind of want to just take the Mawlock. The problem is, if I miss out on Mawlock, it's so much worse than missing out on Noble. I already have 2 1-drop accelerants. Yeah, Mawlock is great. There's also just a ton of cards in this pack. I'll wheel one of them. Mawlock is just an easily splashable card, too. Someone could definitely take it. Guide of Souls, Thoughtseize, Urza. It's okay. I'll take Verdant. Red-green duel is better than Questing Beast, which might even come back. My mana is like perfect here. I have 4 untapped red-green lands. Yeah, that's pretty incredible. It does open the door for a splash having such good mana, but to some degree I kind of just don't want to splash. I'd rather just be straight red-green and have essentially perfect mana. Though I guess if I wanted to splash white, I have a Pilgrim, I guess an Undermountain Adventures, and Generous Plunder makes treasures, so we've got some moves. Passing some good black towards RD. I feel like RD is playing black. Well, DT plus Shielded, you can choose between them and get a Thoughtseize. So we'll see, though. And here, okay. There's Skull Clamp. I don't really want Skull Clamp. I just want to kill my opponent. There's Mind Collapse, which is pretty good. There's Sylvan Safekeeper. If I wheel Titania, I'll want Safekeeper, but someone else took the Fast Bond. I kind of feel like I should just take Mind Collapse. This is an excellent Mind Collapse deck, and I need more interaction. All right, Mind Collapse over Skull Clamp. What a world. Now there's Fanatic of Ronus or Abrade, but this actually looks like a pretty good Fanatic deck. I've got a bunch of 4-power creatures, I feel like. I don't want Natural Order. I don't want Terra Sunder. No, let's just take Abrade. I think a little bit more interaction is for the best. Oh, now I'll just take Birds here. I don't need Robber too badly. All right, this makes me feel not bad about taking the Noble or Mawlock over Noble. There's also Overworld Oddity, but I kind of think I'm going to get Questing Beast back, so... And then here, Sven just took Cogwork. Wow, that's a late Cogwork. 7th pick Cogwork? It's spec too, but still. I don't think I need Soul Guide. I'm looking at Tursa versus Pyromancer. I think Tursa is better. I don't need Mana Confluence. My mana is actually kind of perfect. Tursa is a good anti-flood card. It's nice. All right. We've got 2 free removal spells. A 1 mana and a 0 mana removal spell. So Shieldbreaker, Utopia Sprawl, Witness came back. This actually looks like a pretty great Utopia Sprawl deck too. I have a bunch of forest lands. I don't need Eternal Witness. I don't need Shieldbreaker. All right, passing a super late Mox Opal. Oh, so Titania did come back. At this point, though, I think I'd rather just take Nissa. I don't have Strip Mine. I do have Orcish Lumberjack and Mind Collapse. Huh. But I didn't get the Sylvan Safekeeper. I might get the Sylvan Safekeeper back. It is possible. Let's just take Titania because I don't think Nissa's that good. And I don't care about Curator or Heritage Reclamation. Let's just spec. Oh, green is so open. Yeah, I'll still take Noble over Arena of Glory. Noble is really nice. And Questing Beast. All right, if Titania doesn't work out, I don't even care. Someone might have just taken the fast spawn for like a draw 7 deck, not like a green deck. I could get Sylvan Safekeeper back if there wasn't even enough cards. Maybe. Though Sven probably doesn't pass Titania, then pass like a second to last pick Safekeeper that often. It could happen though. And now I have 20 playables. Yeah, this is perfect. I mean, look, I'm missing nothing. This deck has everything it needs. Obviously, it could use a piece of power, like, you know, something like a Mana Crypt would just go nuts. Oh, I did get the Sylvan Safekeeper back. Passing Jason Spiral, sure. All right. And Fanatic of Rodness, I will play that one. I don't think I need Terra Sunder. Last pick oddity. All right, well, basically, I could open power. I have every other piece complete. And pack 3, maybe I just do a bunch of hate drafting. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be hating here. Mana Crypt. The only downside is I'm passing Sven a Pearl, but Mana Crypt might be the literal best piece of power I could open for this deck. I'm not even joking. I think it's better than Lotus, better than Sol Ring. Okay, let's go. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I get Bristly Bill back almost for sure. I don't get Pyroblast back, unfortunately. Okay, and then second pick, obviously we fall off a lot, but Lotus Cobra, Green Suns, Once Upon a Time, Springheart. I think Once Upon a Time looks crazy good here. I just have tons of good creatures to get, and Green Suns is more likely to wheel. Yeah, I will get one of those back. All right, not the ideal second pick, but I think this deck is looking great. I don't know. And then here, I'll take a Fable with a Scythecat Cub as on the wheel. Oh, Sven got to Cogwork. Oh, I don't know. I think it was, Cogworking Pearl plus Strip Mine maybe or something. Well, I'll take Fable. Fable off Mana Crypt is great. Fable with Evora is great. And there's a bunch of cards I could get back. Passing an Entomb, but I don't know how bad that is. All right, I'm going to start cutting cards here. Because right now we're at 32 or 13, 14. Kind of like 15 lands. So I don't need to cut that many, but I do need to cut some. Honestly, Malevolent Rumble, my second pick, might get cut. I could also cut Avacyn's Pilgrim. Here, there's Zernor for Titania. There's Ketria Triome as a dual. There's a Manamorphose. Felia is the only good white card in this pack. I could hate the Felia. I mean, I do like Boseiju a lot. How likely is it that Sven is playing white? I feel like I didn't pass a ton of white in pack 1, but I don't recall seeing a ton of white in pack 2 either, and I did pass a Pearl. Felia is a very good card. I really do like Boseiju, though. Boseiju, I think, adds just like a really good piece of interaction basically for free, so I think I'll just take Boseiju. And here, there's an Oko. I don't want to splash in this deck. I just don't really feel a need to. I could take a Monstrosity. I could hate the Winds of Abandon. I don't care if I get Monstrosity or not. I don't even know if it's better than the other stuff I have. Oh, I could just take Suplex. I don't even know that I'd play Suplex. I'm going to hate Winds of Abandon. I don't know. Winds of Abandon is really good against this deck. Oh, I do like a Pest Infestation. I'll take that over Mind Twist, Bayou, Faultborn, Cratermaker. All right. Okay, so Avacyn's Pilgrim can probably go if I have Utopia Sprawl in for sure. I could take out Surok. That's just whatever. I could take out Rumble out of this deck. 15, 16. This is now 16 lands because it's 15 plus a Mana Crypt. Here, I'm not going to play FOMO in this deck, I don't think. It doesn't really make too much sense for me to do that. I'm not going to play Boots. I could hate the Thalia just on the theme of hating white cards, though I did pass that Jailer, I guess. Yeah, sure. Not that it's good against me, of course, but it is just like a generic strong card. I mean, Iconic or Oculus is also like a strong card. That was just an unfortunate pack. Now there's Tireless Tracker and Chariot. Oh, this actually, do I need a Chariot? I've got kind of like 4 drops already. I don't need Tracker. I don't think Tracker is very good. Nurturing Peatland could also be decent with Titania. I don't really feel strongly enough to hate either of those white cards. Passing some light artifacts cards, but I think that's fine. I think I'll just take Peatland, because right now I'm just going to be cutting cards that are effectively comparable to Chariot, though I do like a Bristly Bill. Bristly Bill seems like it could be legit here, especially if I pick up Scythecat Cub 2. And then here, I think Green Suns is going to be better than Springheart. Yeah, Green Suns is pretty good with these 1-drops, 2-drops. Yeah, this is a nice Green Suns deck. And then Cub came back. All right, I will take it over Elf. Don't need Jetmir's Garden. And I think Zernorb, well, I have Zernorb for Titania. And that's it. I already have Sylvan Safekeeper. I think I'll just hate the VV. It's just enough stronger of a card. And I'm just not going to play Ursine Monstrosity. I think I'd rather hate K-Command. If someone had Time Walk, they would have taken Tammy already. And I guess Unearth is... Okay, well, flooded with options. Let's go build this. All right, so I got a couple cuts to make here. So I want to play maybe 15 lands plus Mana Crypt, because I have the Once Upon a Time. I have a bunch of accelerants, and probably something like this. So let's see. If I do this, I'll have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 green. It's great. Plus Once Upon a Time. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 red. I should probably go 1 less forest, 1 more mountain then. So 11 green and 9 red. Yeah, what good mana. And a bunch of my green finds red too. And that also doesn't count Once Upon a Time, which kind of finds both. Okay, so this is 3 cards over. So I have Mind Collapse. So this is kind of a land. Mind Collapse, Dismember. So right now I have 3 1-mana accelerants plus Utopia Sprawl. So the best cards I have in the sideboard are Surrak. Here, let me just add 2 planes to the sideboard in case for some reason I wanted to do that. Surrak, Pilgrim, and Rumble. Rumble does set up Titania nicely. And, you know, just puts lands in your graveyard. I have Green Suns, Moloch, Endurance. I guess with Endurance, I kind of just need to see what my team has. And if we have no Reanimator decks, then I could see myself playing Rumble or putting Endurance in the sideboard. So let me go check in on my team real quick. All right, so one of my teammates is doing some Reanimator stuff. So I think I'm going to move Endurance to the sideboard. And I kind of think I cut Utopia Sprawl because I have 1, 2, 3, 4 accelerants plus Fanatic on 2 and Plunder on 2. And I think Evora, something like this. Evora is kind of nice with Tersa and Fable, but it's kind of small ball. And I do have the Bombardiers, but otherwise I don't need the tokens that much. Fanatic's not bad for Bombardiers. Toss that thing. Good way to get out of Mana Crypt. All right, let's run this. I think this deck is pretty good for being red-green beats. It's got a Mana Crypt. It's got 2 cheap removal, plus an Abrade, and a Pest Infestation. It's got the Titania combo. It's got a bunch of good 4s and 3s. If I had taken Gut over Undermountain, I would want Evora back in. Undermountain would be a Gut, of course, and I don't know what I would cut. Oh, I have Sentinel also for Bombardiers. All right. I think this is good. I like Bristly Bill and Cub. I think they're pretty good 2-drops, so let's get in there. All right, so my team, we've got Twister Zach on red-white beats with Othari, 4th, P-Wave, a Mox, a bunch of duels, Bolt, Pyroblast, Galvanic Discharge, Reprieve. Yeah, this looks pretty solid. I like it. Ollie is on like Esper mid-range with Duress, Path, Psychic Frog, No More Lies, Bob, Counterspell, Mana Leak, Snapcaster, Oculus, Teferi. Oh yeah, Fracture Identity. good lands and a Mox. I like that too. And then Proud Homunculus has a brew. Corpse Dance, Gut, Shielded, Chaos Defiler, Deathclaw, One Ring, Fury, Stock Up, Frantic Search, Fire Covenant. Also actually is going to end up playing, we talked about it, Ramanop and Strip Mine and Fastmont. And a bunch of duels and a Mox, and there's a Mox Ruby. All right, well, good luck. That should be funny to see that play out. We're a red away from having a great hand against RD, but you know, if you draft red green beats, you got to mulligan aggressively. All right, yeah, this hand is quite a bit better. What do I put back? Here's where, given the lands I ended up getting, I wouldn't have minded having a commercial district, but I'm gonna put one card back. I think it's either land or Pest Infestation. And I think I'm just gonna put back Yavimaya. I don't know, I have turn 2 Fanatic. Pest Infestation, especially with Undermountain Adventure, is just so good. You know, there's a target, but okay, well, I'm glad I kept Pest Infestation. Play Verdant to pass the turn. So, already on like, we don't know if the black yet, but Bauble, okay. So artifacts, but no creature for Copter, which is nice. Crack this, get Stomping Ground. Draw a Forest, that's not bad. Let's go Fanatic here. This is definitely a Fanatic start, not a Scythe Cat Cub start, because what I would like to do is get Underman Adventure out, even though Copter could then take the initiative, but then I just fire off like a Pest Infestation. I mean, the X could be gigantic if RD doesn't mess with my creatures, which that's probably a big ask. I could end up Pest Infestationing for like X equals like 4 or something, because this would tap for 4 once I forge onto that. Oh, I hope it's not a Blightsteel. This deck is not going to beat a Blightsteel almost ever. I didn't take the Suplex. Oh, Coveted Jewel. Okay. That's something. Let's see where we go from here. I hope my Fanatic isn't dealt with, I guess. Into Tezzeret. So probably search for a cheap creature. Otherwise, Fanatic can attack and take Coveted Jewel. What are we getting? We've already played a land. So can't get Ether Spellbomb. Sadly, a creature, a 1-mana artifact creature does stop me, because even if I kill it with Pest Infestation, the Copter gets to crew. Retrofitter? Oh, so I'm going to take Coveted Jewel? Okay, I guess I'll do that. Attack you, so I attack RD. Snuff out here would be disgusting, but he would have already snuffed out. All right, so Coveted Jewel. And now I think I just go land, Pest Infestation, those two, and he's just not that close to... Oops, not those 3. These 2, and then he's just not that close to attacking, right? All right. I'm not sure how easily it's going to be for RD to get creatures into play, but that looks pretty good to me. I'm really glad I didn't put Pest Infestation back. Now, I've got a lot of mana and a lot of plays. View my sideboard. I think I have all my disenchants in already, so I'm not splashing Knight of Autumn, I don't think. All right. For RD's sake, I hope he's got Blightsteel and just happened to have drawn it or something. Oh, wow. You can't even use Tezzeret for anything. Ooh, an oddity? Let's play a land. Definitely don't want to play Yavimaya. Play oddity. Okay. I could flip oddity, but I don't think I want to do that. Underman Adventure. Get a mountain. And play a Fable. Alright. Attack Tezzeret. Attack Tezzeret. Attack RD. Attack Tezzeret. Attack RD. I mean, I don't think overkilling Tezzeret's really going to cost me here. I figured that was just a little bit safer. RD's going to need some kind of combo here, because I'm going to win on this turn by miles. All right. Well, that was something. All right. So, I mean, I think we're actually about set up. I don't see a need for endurance. It's possible, I mean, Abrade's obviously great. It's possible Mind Collapse isn't good, though Dismember, I think, will be still. Maybe I take out Mind Collapse for just another accelerant, maybe just Pilgrim. I feel like that could be a little better, especially on the draw against artifacts here. And here, oh, baby. Mana Crypt with Once Upon a Time to just find a good 3-drop. And I have Plunder if I need to, which is also pretty solid here. All right, this is why you draft this deck. Hands like this are just awesome. I would like it a little more if RD was on a creature deck, because then these two would both be on. But, I mean, Abrade is still going to be on. This hand still just looks great to me. Okay, turn on retro. So let's see. Should I play Mana Crypt first or Once Upon a Time first? All right. What? Let me get a 3-drop. Scythecat, Cub, Titania. Oh, I'll just take Titania here, because then I go turn 1 Verdant, Taiga. I think I just played Noble, because I don't need to play Plunder, because this way I can just play turn 2 Titania and not be giving RD any artifacts. Indicopter. Oh yeah, this is gonna be great. Peatland, Mana Crypt. I mean, turn 2 Titania. What a start. With a fetch land, of course. And I'm just gonna pay the life. You know what's also nice with Titania? Orcish Lumberjack. I don't need to dismember the Smuggler's Copter that badly here. Let's just get this into play. Look at this turn 2. It's not a turn 3 kill, but it's a turn 4 kill almost assuredly. Oh, RD on Soul Ring too. He's got some nice ones. I could still lose to Colossus here, but luckily that's not what's happening. Narset finding a draw 7 maybe? Next turn I get to attack for 11. He found Mox Jet. Oh wow, that was nice, because now he can make a Retrofitter token. Okay. Now let's take my turn. Oops. Moloch. Interesting. I have a lot of mana, so yeah, let's tap this for red. Sack this. Red, green, red. Make a 5/3. Tap this Moloch. Yeah, X equals... Actually, let's just cast Moloch. X equals nothing. Yeah, just X equals 0, I think. Because then I can play both of those too. That seems pretty good. I'm just going to Moloch the Servo token. I just don't need to go too big with Moloch given the circumstances. I'm going to end up with killing a lot of RD's permanents here. Go to 8. That kills that. That kills that. Abrade, destroy target artifact. Kill the Soul Ring. Play Plunder. Let's see. Attack Narset. Attack RD. All right. Well, I got lethal next turn. I'm at 8. I mean, I guess RD could maybe fire off a mini Tendrils and I could die to Mana Crypt, but that seems pretty unlikely. And it can even sack the Peatland end of turn. I mean, these are some... That was my turn 3. Look at what I have in play. Why don't people draft red green beats more often? The deck is busted. Cycling Zagoth Triumph. My friend, that will not do it. Boom. Goes the dynamite. All right. That was a nice round 1. All right. Time for round 2 against Bebop, who is unfortunately Reanimator. Hold on. Before we start, I need to find out what would have been Endurance if I had to cut one, if I had to main deck Endurance. Just so I know if I draw it, whether it could have been an Endurance. It's pathological, but I have to know. I'd probably cut one of the 4-drops is my guess. So let's say Oddity is Endurance. I think Oddity is worse than Quest. Nah, they're both pretty good. Let's say Oddity, or let's say Questing Beast is the Endurance. All right. Just for reference. Well, I'm going to keep this hand. Turn 2 Death Greeter with a Noble in play, like by itself, attacks for quite a bit of damage. if I play this, it's a 3/2 double strike and then noble. So I'm attacking for 8 on turn 3, and I can cast a Pest Infestation. Obviously, this hand really does need to draw some spells, but if I have a couple turns to, I have 2 draw steps to draw a 3 or a 4 drop to play, assuming my noble doesn't die on turn 1. Okay, it did not. All right, that would have been endurance, so I'm actually kind of curious to see how that works. I'm definitely playing this thing. They didn't have a removal for noble on turn 1, so now if they spend turn 2 killing it, I can play Questing Beast and hit them for 5. All right. Right now, Questing Beast is looking better, but if they go, discard into reanimate, then that's not going to be the case. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, this is so painful. This would have been an endurance. I think it was fine to not run it, but it's just funny that actually would have worked out way better. All right, take 5. Maybe they Necromancy or animate it, and I can Pest Infestation? Maybe they don't animate it this turn? Barrogoyf. Well, they can't actually block the Barrogoyf currently, which is kind of nice. Or the Questing Beast, rather, because the Barrogoyf is too small. All right, they go to 10, and I'm going to cast Pest Infestation. Make 2 things. It doesn't even make the Barrogoyf bigger, which is funny. I just want to make a bunch of tokens so they can't attack with the Barrogoyf. All right. Instant. If they play an instant, it becomes a 3/4. Really? We traded that for 2 pests? They have balance or something? If they do, they do, I guess. Dothy Voidwalker. Okay. Don't want to play Yavimaya, so let's attack for 6 because they can't block anyway. They go to 6. All right, pass the turn. I'm protected against Necromancy and Animate Dead at least. Wow, Questing Beast was way better that game. That is crazy. Oh yeah, I was showing my teammates my hero pick. All right, here we go. They just needed an animate spell, which is really funny because the endurance would have been so much worse. Though I guess it might have done something to Barrogoyf. Well, I'm bringing it in, that's for sure. And I think taking out the Questing Beast, well, it's actually game 2. I can probably just take out a Braid. A Braid seems worse. I think Dismember and Mind Collapse are so much more likely to kill Barrogoyf. A Braid doesn't kill it that often. I kind of want Surok as well. Maybe over Pest Infestation. All right. Let's run it. On the draw here. And now, I would say just, I'm not greedy. Once a match, could I just get a Mana Crypt Opener? I'm going to mold this on the draw. Nothing until turn 3. That's just not how these decks win. Obviously, a Mana Crypt would have done the trick. All right, we're going to 5. They mold to 6 at least, then possibly more. They've molded at least once, all right. If I mold a 5 and find Mana Crypt, it's fine. All right, I put 2 cards back. I'm just going to put Birds and Dismember back and just try to curve out. I could have kept Dismember over Ulvenwald Oddity, I guess. Skull Clamp. All right. Well, now I wish I had kept Dismember over Ulvenwald Oddity. I didn't think keeping the birds made too much sense, though. Well, okay. Don't need Dismember yet. They've been 2 swamps. Oh, Bomba? No, I'm still going to play Sentinel because I really want to, A, get these map tokens, and B, they don't know Bomba's coming, so maybe they tap out for a 3-mana creature, and I can Bomba, sack the map token. Or if I have to, sack the Sentinel after I attack and make another map token. Would very much like to draw a land, though. Okay. Let's just run Undermountain Adventure. Nice, nice. Get a mountain. Hit for 4. All right. I mean, I mulled to 5, but I just went 1 into 3 into 4, which is exactly what I'm trying to do. And they kind of took turn 3 off. What is this, Deluge? Oh, I'm fine with that. Deluge, doesn't do anything. I actually think it's despite... I'm going to Forge despite having no targets, because now I can go Ulvenwald Oddity, hit you down to 8, Glad I kept the open oddity. And then now Trap takes you to 3, and Bombardiers and Oddity are both lethal. All right. I mulled a 5 and they had turn 3 Deluge, or I guess it was turn 4 Deluge. They waited. They decided not to do it turn 3. Select Spellseeker for a removal spell. It does not do it. No, because they can't block the Bombardiers either. So, yeah, I think they're dead. Pretty good. Killed on turn 5, threw a Deluge on turn 4 after I mulled a 5. I mean, red-green beads looking pretty good here. I'll refer you to the hero pick. Oh, they get Fatal Push, clamp the Spellseeker, and Fatal Push the Oddity? That's pretty good. I gotta hand it to them. If they have a Force of Will, they can stop me here. I mean, I still would have the Monarch or the Initiative and they'd be at 3, but Trap. Nug you down to 3. Draw. Oh, I guess Tursa does the trick as well. Discard Bristly Bill into Endurance. All right. Boom. Easy enough. All right. Time for round 3. Let's see if we can get the 3-0 here. Playing against Stoss, who's on red-white with a Lotus and has Luris and Sarah Paragon. So let's just hope I draw Mana Crypt and Stoss doesn't draw a Lotus. I will also just keep this hand. I mean, turn 1, Birds. Turn 2, Fable. Turn 3, Undermount Adventure. Undermount Adventure quite a bit better than Gut in this hand, I believe. If Stoss doesn't have a 1-drop, I feel very good about this game. Ugh, okay. Well, hopefully the Lotus is something I can hit with Dismember and not just a Sarah. Okay, it's a Chaos Adventure. Huh. You'll be an actual sick draw here. Noble Hierarch, because then I could just attack with Birds, get the initiative, and then Dismember. Oh, Generous Plunder is also pretty nice. So let's just go Generous Plunder to get the initiative, and then pass with Dismember up, because I assume Forge is what's going to be the plan here. Okay, Dismember that. Dismember is such a good card. Now Stoss has to have an answer to Generous Plunder, or I take the initiative, and I take the initiative anyway with Undermount Adventure. So, not winning this game on the draw, but on the play, I feel like I'm actually going to win. So now I'm definitely not using the Plunderer. I get to hit for 2, take the initiative, then play Undermount Adventure and go further down. Oh, I just get to take the initiative with Undermountain then. It's okay. I find that acceptable. Just get a mountain, pass the turn, don't have to draw the Plunder. It's kind of nice. All right, Stoss used an Oust, so might not have good removal for Undermount Adventure. Hopefully this isn't Luris. Selfless Spirit. Oh, okay. Forge on Birds. You can block Selfless Spirit, you see. Cub. Mountain, and put a counter on Undermountain. It has Vigilance, so let's attack. And then I'm going to play Fable post-combat. Okay. All right. I mean, my draw was nice. Stoss had turn 1 Lotus, Chaos Adventure, turn 2 Oust, turn 3 Selfless Spirit. Obviously, that's a very sick draw, but on the play, having the Bird here into Plunder plus Dismember into Undermount Adventure, and then Cub and Fable. Next turn, I'm going to get some cards here. Let's see what this is. Parallax Wave would be annoying. Oh, Pyrogoyf. Okay. Just going to kill the Birds? Sure. I lose the initiative. I take some damage. I actually still feel pretty good about this. We'll see what I draw, of course. And Pyrogoyf was a good play. All right, I go to 12. I still have a lot of life. Mostly it's about not getting to Throne of the Dead 3. All right, any Mind Collapses? Oh, Bombardiers. Okay. So let's say, okay. Do I use the Fable? It's interesting. I think no. Because a +1/+1 counter here on the Undermounted Adventure looks really nice. Turn off auto yields, turn off auto yields. Okay. Attack, attack. And I'm just going to attack like this. And then, oh, I should have attacked with the Goblin Shaman. That was actually really, really bad. Oh. No, it actually didn't matter that much, to be honest. I would have had an extra treasure because he blocks the Goblin and then I throw the Goblin at Selfless Spirit is actually what I want to do. Oh no, that doesn't work because then he can block Undermount. I don't know. I guess I'll just pass. Okay. Let's throw Undermountain here. I think that's actually worth it because no creatures on board. I mean, Pyroglyph and Undermounted Adventure are pretty comparable at this point, so getting it to no creatures on board means I don't get hit by like Parallax Wave or Flicker Wisp on the Pyroglyph, any of those things. Okay, that actually worked out really well, so I'm kind of glad I didn't attack with the Shaman and further complicate things, but next turn, I mean, he's going to have another really good play. We've had some haymakers, but I've consistently gotten to stay ahead. I get to draw an extra card off Archives next turn, and I have Fable popping. And now I'll remember to attack with the Goblin Shaman. Okay, Stoss has 4 mana. Sarah Paragon or Luris could be a little dangerous. Bombardiers obviously is just fantastic. What is my best draw here? I mean, if Bombardiers lives, it doesn't matter what I draw, I don't think. Are we drawing a card off Sunbait Canyon? Ooh, I like that. That's a precursor to concessions, I would say, most of the time. Next turn, I do have lethal. I'm hitting for 6 here. Oh, Sage of the Skies, no copy. Yeah, that's, I don't think, going to do it. All right, let's draw a card. All right. Yeah, Ulvenwald Oddity. Attack. And yeah, we are done. I don't think I want Endurance. Kind of on the draw, I kind of think I want Pilgrim. And I don't know what I want to cut here. I actually think Pest Infestation does not seem amazing. Endurance to get Lotus does not seem good. No, maybe I'm fine like this, actually. All right. Let's run it. All right, on the draw. That's a Mana Crypt. No 3-drop. But I'm definitely going to keep this hand. I mean, getting to go turn 1 Birds, turn 2, I can cast a fairly large Mawloc if I need to. Also, Mind Collapse is very good in this matchup. Okay, no turn 1 Caves of Chaos Adventure. I like that. Oh, there we go. Let's play the Stomping Ground then. Let's play Mana Crypt. Let's play Tersa here. And this is what we're talking about. I'm just going to discard Yavimaya Birds. The reason I kept Mountain over Yavimaya is because I have Mind Collapse in hand, and I don't really want Birds. I just want to curve out now. Birds. The time for Birds has passed. Magda? Okay. I'm just going to Mawloc that. That's going to be my plan. Let's see. Mana Crypt. Play the Mountain. Mawloc. I mean, this is just turn 1 Tersa, turn 2 Mawloc. Look, there's a reason that I said Mana Crypt is the best card in the cube for this deck. Oh, that's pretty good. Wow. It's going to take out the Mawloc. All right. So I guess it doesn't fight. So now let's just Mind Collapse the Magda. basically what ended up happening there was we both did good, like kind of 2 for 1, but I think that this is going to put me in a better spot. The Solitude was one of the best things Stoss could have there. I would say this game would almost be over without that. Now clearly we've got a battle going. Next turn I get to, I mean, hopefully play Overworld Oddity or something along those lines. Sentinel would be nice. All right. Oh, Death Greeter? All right. Let's play this with Dash since I feel like I don't really need to do otherwise. Dash. And boom. That's 12 damage, but all right. And that's a draft. That's a 3-0 in 45 minutes clean. I mean, that is nice. I mean, this is a perfect red-green deck. It's got 4 Taigas, first of all. Mana Crypt, again, just the goated card. And look at that Mana Crypt. Turn 1 Tursa, turn 2 Mawloc, turn 3 Death Greeter with Dash. It had Birds and Noble, 2 high tier. I mean, Ignoble would be the only way this would be better, but Birds and Noble, 2 very high tier fixers. Lumberjack, which is incredible in this matchup. I even had the Yavimaya, and also Stomping Ground Taiga Verdant, so just a lot of ways to use it. The removals, Mind Collapse, Dismember, Abrade, a very efficient, small removal package, but free spell, 1 mana spell, and can kill artifacts. Oh, it had Pest Infestation for disruption as well. The 4 drops were Undermount and Questing Beast Oddity, which was nice. Mawloc, so Flex Slot can go up and down the curve. Titania was Safekeeper as well as a fetch land and a peat land. Oh, and Mind Collapse, which is not irrelevant. Bombardiers is great. Death Greeter is great. Fable's great. Tursa, Sentinel, just really good 3s. Pretty solid 2s. The 2s are not the strongest part of red-green generally. Red-green wants to go, well, hopefully 0 into 3, but 1 into 3 into 4 mostly, and then a Green Suns to tie it all together. Perfection. And that's a 3-0, and that was super fast. I really can't say better than that, but I do want to actually take a look at the draft and see if I didn't take the Taiga, what direction I'd go. So I am happy with the Dismember pick 1. Sven did take Sneak pick 2. If Dismember wasn't here, I could see myself taking Sneak, but I just really like Dismember. Got to take Bomba here. No shot. RD took a piece of power. And then turn 3 after taking Bomba, Dismember. I do like Death Greeter. It's just such a good card. And I did notice the Lumberjack. That came in very clutch. So let's see. I guess in the world where I first picked Sneak, I would still second pick Bombardiers over Chaos Defiler. Bombardiers are just too broken. You can't pass cards like that. And I could just put it in my Sneak deck. It's fine. Sneak in Atraxa, Bombardiers, a throw Atraxa. And then I would probably be more inclined to take Oliphant here. Try to wheel Sin. Sin is also pretty nice for Sneak. You get a trigger and you attack and get another trigger. But Oliphant is a pretty good start, and it's also kind of nice to sneak into play. Then I would probably take Troll or Riddler. I think Riddler is actually just a decent amount stronger than Ponder, though. Lose Focus would also be... No, I'd probably take Riddler. So I'd go Sneak, Bomba, Oliphant, Riddler. Probably Ether Spellbomb. I think that card is just fine. Definitely Mystic Confluence. Definitely Shelldock. Probably a Stomp still, because I think Sneak still wants green more often than just being Jeskai. Though I guess I kind of could just be a Jeskai deck at that point. Bombardiers. And then here I'd probably take a Cult Epiphany. Here I might just take like Sunken Ruins. And here I'd be very happy to take Ponder. And then an opening, probably a DT or something. So I like where I ended up. And this deck, it just was just so good. Just perfect red-green deck. Really not much else to say. And the game's played out nicely. I beat Lotus. I beat Sol Ring, Mox Jet. This deck had the chops, and I delivered. So thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. And, I got to say, a 1-year anniversary of CubeCon, which unfortunately is very close to the 1-year anniversary of J-Bro leaving us. This was a J-Bro deck, so I guess, that man liked a Mana Crypt like no other. So pouring out for a good friend, J-Bro. But we'll be back tomorrow. We'll play some more Magic. Maybe we'll get Mana Crypt again. Cheers, everyone. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel, and you won't miss a single draft.